Hi, this is Jazz, and this is another episode of Pokemon Crystal Wedlock. Last episode we started our adventure, got pick up the Totodile, and his partners. So far this is Kaylee the Beedrill, McFilchy the Ratatat, Jacob again the Totodile, Renesmee the Sentret, Cameron the Bellsprout, and last but not least, Haley the Geodude, level 11. Right now they're all level 11. Throughout this recording you'll see some irregularities with the background, obviously, because it'll update a little fast. Before we go on to any battles in here, I'm going to get my encounter for Sprout Tower, which is the only Pokemon I don't have in here yet is Ghastly, so that's why I waited till night. And it does not matter the gender, because that I have a full team. So it's a male. I believe Arrow suits it quite well from the Voltorian Twilight. And he is level 3 with the moves Hypnosis and Spite. I always look up information before I put it on there, though. And the Pokedex entry you guys can just read for yourself. In this recording, I hope to end up finishing off Sprout Tower and getting the first badge in this Let's Play. Jeez, I hope it's going to go well. 'Cause I don't want it to end in the second episode. Yeah. I can just picture it now. Crystal Wedlock failed. That would just be so embarrassing to lose to a level 9 Pidgey. Yes, I know I'm only a few levels ahead of it, but gee, that would still be a shame, especially if I was using Haley. Just to let you know, all the sages up here have Bellsprouts. Mostly Bellsprouts only. The first 2 floors or so will especially have only low-level Bellsprouts. About level 3. So it shouldn't take too much to knock them out. But once you get to the final floor, there's 4 sages on the final floor. 2 of them will only have a level 6 Bellsprout, and only 1. And 1 will have a level 6 Bellsprout and a Hoothoot. And then the final boss will have 2 level 7 Bellsprouts and a level 10 Hoothoot. Heck, even he has higher levels than Falkner. He should be the leader, not him. So there's really not much to talk about with this battle, except for Bellsprout, Bellsprout, Bellsprout. But that's okay. Christmas is coming very soon. Geez, I'm hoping to get one of those capture devices for the Wii and PlayStation 3. Well, it has a whole lot of systems that it works for. I think it's the Easy Cap, version 1.16 or 1.16. Because one of my favorite games of all the franchise is Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD. I mean, they have the different story, which unlike all the rest of them, geez. So who else are new Let's Players out there and is just learning to use those systems like Camtasia and Adobe Photoshop? The hardest thing I find so far is audio. Not that the fact that I have a little bit of camera shyness, but to top that all off, it doesn't fit. It never seems to fit my video. I'm always saying something ahead, right? Like if I've said, for example, that this Pokemon just grew certain levels or whatnot, it'd be saying that by the time I'm battling Falkner, just per se. I've had to try several takes of this episode, and geez, by golly, I hope that I can finally get and learn how to do it without having to really overdo it. Because the last take of this I did great when it came to commentary. I was myself and everything. But then it just didn't turn out right when it comes to timing. And it can be pretty damn frustrating when you do all this work and it just doesn't seem to add up right. Can any other professional Let's Players let me know how they got over things like that? Or even if they're not completely over it to this day, how they at least deal with it? Cause you, like you think you get it right, and then... yeah, I guess that's what tutorials are for. To fully watch what they're doing. But I suppose sometimes mistakes can be really, really funny. It makes you have something to laugh about later when you actually do become good at what you do. You can look back on it and just have a laugh. Like, just in a minute or two, there's going to be another little blooper, as they say, right? And it's not a blooper on my part, right? It's not like a blooper editing-wise. It's more blooper game-wise. If on this last Bellsprout, I end up hitting him once, right, with Fury Attack, and almost knocking him out, right? But by the time I go next, I probably edit out of it. But what happens is that I go to attack, right? I miss, he hits me twice. I finally hit and knock him out. So I end up missing Fury Attack 2 times in a row. Which is quite embarrassing, how good I've been doing with B-Drill for that. There. This is the final floor. This floor is a little harder when it comes to levels, because they'll be level 6 and up with their Pokemon, but these two, the 2 stages that I'm about to face, only have 1 Bellsprout. So, makes it a little bit better. Now I think I'm going to go with McGiltree and try to raise him to level 12 to even up the odds with his partner. Rattata is actually a surprisingly really good Pokemon to have. Well, it doesn't stay Rattata forever. I mean, Raticate, the evolutionary lines. A lot of people, especially in first gen, called Rattata Derp. Well, no, you should see Maryland's Heart Gold Wedlock. Then again, who hasn't seen it? His Rattata was the survivor of the first 6 that he's used. And it hasn't died until last gym in Kanto. So he's just a real trooper there. You just gotta know how to use it right. All Pokemon can have their worves. You just need to know what moves to use. It's a trainer's actions that speak louder than anything. Because if you make a mistake, then it's not the Pokemon's fault. I mean, the Pokemon only does what you click on. So, if you clicked on Psychic against an Umbreon, per se, like if you were just having a bad day and suddenly click Psychic, well, it's not the Pokemon's fault, you chose the wrong move, knocks you out, then well, goodbye. As long as you choose the right moves you use and are very careful, then, well, any Pokemon could do very well. There's going to be a fun example in maybe another 10 minutes on how trainers' moves can say a lot. Because I'm one to talk when it comes to moves. Let's just say, I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say I do a stupid move against the gym leader. Thank God it doesn't just... oh well, I'm just not saying anymore. Now, one of my favorite parts. Going to switch out back to Kaylee after I heal them up, because the Bellsprouts, well, obviously, I can't use it against Hoothoot. I have a good Pokemon against Hoothoot. Now to Sage Lee, I believe, or Lai. I really don't know. There. Yeah, he's pretty much saying how he has talent, but he isn't treating his Pokemon right. I know the rival is fun to mimic, but I can't read anything here. He's pretty much saying how Pokemon that are weak mean nothing to him. He calls them weak. He says, like, weak trainers, weak Pokemon, blah 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 blah. You know, I'll get better at reading this script. This battle is pretty straightforward, like all the others up here. 2 Bellsprouts, 1 Hoot Hoot. The only problem is the Hoot Hoot is level 10. Besides that, it's the same thing. He'll probably try using Growth a lot with Bellsprout, and possibly Hypnosis with Hoot Hoot. In my case, I was really lucky. He never got into that. He used Foresight, Tackle, I believe, or Peck. Maybe both. Next time I do a Let's Play, I'm doing a little more research. Normally they do growth, but they can go straight up for text. The AI in this game aren't really good, for most parts. The only AI I can say are decently good are gym leaders. Maybe I even shouldn't say that. Really. I mean, let's just say the gym leader in Violet really surprises me. So, that's why I say when I say trainer's assumptions. Right? And there's Hoot Hoot. As I said, it possibly knows Hypnosis, which I am not sure of. But it definitely knows Foresight, Tackle, maybe Peck. I really don't know. Let's just say if you're using Geodude, be careful. Yeah, it knows Tackle for sure. And I believe he does Foresight. Yep, Foresight. But what good game. Set in match, as they say. Says, yeah, unlike YouTube though, I do show trust and love in my Pokemon. Heck, what am I saying? I mean, I have a Centric. Okay, what am I saying? A Centric and a Rattata. Rattatat's probably my favorite of the two. By far. I don't think Renesmee even really showed any screen time yet. Just getting out of here though. There's some things I'm going to try to remove though this next episode. Like, I don't need any versus icon. By next episode, hopefully you'll get some actual volume for games. Because I've been having trouble because it either slowed down the emulator or by chance it was too loud to me because I wear hearing aids. So it sounds a lot louder than it would to you. So I usually keep it down for I don't have to hear it as much. But when you think about it, there are some people who don't have hearing aids and like to hear it. So this is where Haley gets some screen time. Now Cameron hasn't even been used much either, but they will be. Don't worry. Now these 2 trainers here aren't too strong. This one actually does have a level 9 Spearow, which is a lot more realistic. Same level as the gym leader's Pokemon though. So I'm shocked he could be a gym leader. Doesn't take much though. Just keep note, if you have a Geodude, they will always be faster than you. But they won't be able to do much to you, so. It's easy one-hit knockout. Like for Spearow anyway. This guy up ahead has about maybe 2 Pidgeys? Perhaps? I don't think he has a Spearow. I think it's 2 Pidgeys and that's it. Level 7. Geez, so one is level 9 and one has level 7s. Shows how inconsistent this game is. So I believe the next gym, Bugsy's strongest is level 14, I believe. Which in the remakes he has a level 17 Pokemon. Very easily. So that's one thing like that I compare. I mean, this game is really good compared to like Gold and Silver, right? But nothing really seems to compare to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Because like I think out of all the games, well, I really enjoyed X and Y a lot, right? Besides X and Y, nothing can compare to Heart Gold Soul Silver. One of the best games there is. Maybe not best champion, but the best game. Personally, Cynthia is the ultimate champion of all of them. Not only does she have a mixed team, right? But she's in the story a lot. Diane's stuff, spoilers for people who haven't played X and Y, it's just like robotic. It's like she said, hello, you saved us all, blah 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 blah. Go on with the battle, beat her, oh big deal. So this guy, well, the Pidgey will know Tackle and Mud Slap, which will reduce your accuracy greatly, so be careful. The only difference with the level 9 Pidgeotto is it knows Gust, so both of them have a habit of Mud Slapping you to death. Well, maybe not to death, but to Mud Slapping you for you won't be able to hit them. One Oxo should knock out Pidgey easily, but as I found out, not so good with Pidgeotto because the defense is higher. Now, I'm going to let you know on the secret in a minute what I made a mistake with here. He used Mud Slap, and I was able to hit him once with Rock Throw. And I didn't quite, just close to knocking him. I thought he was going to use a potion, so I went to Defense Curl to do something useful during the potion turn, right? But look what happens. Mud Slap. Yay! One gym leader actually did not use a potion. He just went right on for offense. Hip hip hooray! Missed a turn, but lucky for me, smart this time, tried the Rock Throw, hit, set a match. See guys, you can never be 100% certain what the gym leader's gonna do, because you don't know. Because almost all gym leaders have used a potion at the red health on their strongest Pokemon, yet Falkner decides to go for the attack. So, never be too cocky on your moves. Trainers can make mistakes that could cost them. For me, I was lucky to be able to hit Mud Slap the time I did, or I would probably be unhittable. I would have to switch to Cameron and then be knocked out by Pidgey. So moves are always key. You have to kind of guess. I learned just chance it. Chance the fact that he won't use a potion. Because every gym leader I have faced, including blue and yellow and that, had used some type of item. Heck, Brock never used a potion, but he used a full heal. At least once. Well, hey, at least we earned the first badge. We had no casualties. The game could have gone a lot worse, or the battle could have gone a lot worse than it did. That was just one mistake that I've made. Also, I think I will teach Mud Slap to Jacob. Not only is it a ground move, but it's a defensive move, the fact that you can lower the opponent's accuracy. So that is taken care of. Now I believe once we exit the building, we'll be getting a call from some professor we know. Yep, Professor Elm. He tells us to go to the Pokemon Center because that mystery egg we had handed to him the last episode, he wants us to carry it with us. Now I'm going to count this as the encounter for Violet City. I'll cut out when it hatches. So, that way we'll have a second extra Pokemon. What I'm going to do when I get an item, or get an egg or something, I'm going to discard the couple, rather than just one Pokemon. That way they're together, and it seems more fair. Not really a rule to do so, but I just thought might as well go hardcore that way. Talk to him right here, and you'll get the mystery egg, or the egg, whatever they call it there. And I'm not taking the other two back until it hatches. So, there. Back up here. There was something that I had forgot to mention. There was a rule, I think, after what I said before. Jeez, what is it now? Ugh. Well, anyway, it hatches. And I believe, yeah, Togepi Remind me to make a note. Well, anyway, I named it Edward. It'll know the moves Growl and Charm, and it's at level 5. Yes. Pokemon, hatch at level 5 for the, Gen 2 to 3, maybe? I don't know. Gen 4 and on, though, it's level 1. So, I think I'll make sure to check that. I know Carlisle, I named it Carlisle, my bad. Sorry, you didn't read it right. But there, good. But it knows Growl and Charm. I forget what the rules were. There's one extra rule. Oh well. Getting my team back. Oh yes, the avenge its partner rule, I believe, is the fact that if you can't avenge its partner, then the couple both lose. So if by chance Haley lost in the battle against Falkner, then Cameron has a chance to avenge his partner, like knock him out, and then you get a new pair. But you must have a opposite gender. You can rematch pairs when they faint, but you cannot take them back, right? You cannot change a Pokemon partner unless it faints. So they must stick together no matter what. Now I'm going to go to get the encounter for Route 32 before I end off the episode. Also, down here you can get a Miracle Seed. You talk to him, you cannot pass him you can't get your encounter until after the gym. In the Heart Gold you can, but this one you can't. So, Miracle Seed. There. Good. Now I see. Now this guy is going to be Edward. Couldn't really read. I guarantee the next episode I'm going to try to make better. He knows Leech Life Supersonic level 6, Edward. So that entry is right there. So, he's very good as a Crobat. See, that's why I put up these things, for you don't have to worry about anything. In the next episode, I hope to get through the cave, Dark Cave, get to Violet City, or no, get to Azalea Town. That encounter won't come till later, though, because I have to get Headbutt. So, hopefully in the next episode, we will get to Azalea. That's enough. Bye. Subscribe.